Hello, everyone. This is JD Calderon, and this is Indie Comics Explained. And today we're going to take a look at a couple of books. But first, just want to show everybody a couple of my own books, the Oswald Chronicles. Right. These are covers. These awesome-looking covers are by fantastic artists by the name of Donnie. I'm just going to call him Donnie H for now because I've constantly mutilated his name. But this is the Oswald Chronicles, and currently available on Kickstarter and on demand on Indiegogo, so you can pick up the book on either site. So if you like Kickstarter, you use Kickstarter, or you can go to Indiegogo and pick it on demand. So all three of these books are available. We have PDFs and a few other things. But today, I'm taking a look at a couple of awesome books from two awesome writers and artists, and two writers who were huge influences on me and my work. One of them in comics, the other one being a little bit more literary, because primarily his original work was all in prose. This is adapted. Here's a manga. And we have The Absolute Swamp Thing by Alan Moore, Volume 1. And we have H.P. Lovecraft's At the Mountains of Madness. This is Volume 2 by Gao Tanabe. This is just this is just an awesome book. It's a fantastic story. A lot of people claim that this is perhaps H.P. Lovecraft's greatest work. I don't know. I find that I don't want to say it isn't. I don't want to say it is. There's so much of his work that I enjoy that I'd have to read it all over again. And I do reread his stories over and over again on occasion. I'll pick one of the shorts and I'll just go over them. But this is just a fantastic book. Beautiful, beautiful artwork. Really captures the feel of the loneliness of the Arctic and the true horror of what these men are facing. These very weird and strange things. These outer world cosmic horrors that, we just have no control over. And it's just very haunting. So it's a very awesome book. Like I said, it's Volume 2. It's 2 volumes. Great stuff. These are being actually put out by Dark Horse. Great books. Okay, the second book I have here, Absolute Swamp Thing by Alan Moore. Volume 1. Volume 2 is on order. Who knows when that will come out, but it'll come out when it comes out. Stephen R. Brissett, John Totleben, Rick Veitch, Sean McManus, and Dan Day doing art. It's taken out of here. And, fantastic slipcase. Love the Swamp Thing as Green Man. It has this awesome felt cover thing going on. Just look at that. It's just incredible looking. And this is a series that I caught probably when I was in my early teens. And I just remember it just being a huge influence on me. Just the writing, just how different it was. It showed something that actually was Neil Adams. I heard him say, or I don't know. I can't say. I've heard other people say that he said this, and that it's not the character, it's what you do with the character. And this is a story about a muck monster. The Swamp Thing is just some plant matter muck monster. You just really don't think about it too much. He's just, and you would think, oh, what could you really do with him, or what could you? And this goes to show you that when you apply yourself as a creative, you can really, really do something. I mean, Alan Moore is perhaps one of the greatest writers comics has ever turned out, and perhaps just one of the greatest writers ever. Period. Whether it be in prose or comics or whatever, Alan Moore is a true talent. But it goes to show you that when you really, really put your heart into it, and you can tell the man put his art into this work, along with the artist. I mean, you could tell Alan Moore inspired the artists he worked with. I mean, these guys really, really went out of their way to produce the best work they can produce. And you could just feel it in this work. It's fantastic work. So, yeah, I would definitely say that if you can I love this section is Sean McManus. I love his work. I remember his work fondly from Fables, and I had seen this story before in the past. I didn't even realize it was his. But it's just great looking stuff. It's a sad little story, but it's just awesome. It just shows it just goes to show you what can be done. So it's all about Swamp Thing discovering that he is not a man, but maybe perhaps just a shadow of a man, or a plant thinking it was a man. And how this woman, despite that fact, she still falls in love with him, and he himself can love and be loved. Despite the fact him not being human, just being some kind of spirit in this animal body. I mean, this plant body. So, great stuff. I'm looking forward to Volume 2. This is a great book. I would suggest this for anyone. So, that's Swamp Thing. At the Mountains of Madness by H.P. Lovecraft. And of course, the Oswald Chronicles with awesome covers by Donnie H. Like I said, sorry Donnie, I just keep mutilating your name whenever I say it. But these are fantastic. These covers are also colored by Carlos Moreno. And the interiors are done by Jade Gonzalez. And Jade is just incredible. Her stuff just looks fantastic. I've always loved her stuff. She is the main artist on the series. And she just does some incredible work in these books. So that's it for now, guys. I'll be talking to you soon. And I'm going to start doing these up regularly again. I'm going to start doing more podcasts. So thank you so much. Have a great night. Check out my Kickstarter, my Indiegogo. And I'll be talking to you soon. Have a great night.